Oh no. Where are we here? Have I got you freaking open and I don't know it? Oh, I got you open. Hello. I see. So. No, how's this? Oh, I see. You as well. Hello. How did I turn you down? Test. Test. Ooh. All right. Now you stop that. Hello, YouTube. YouTube. TikTok. Zoom. How am I getting feedback? Ah. So, not sure how we're going to do this. I need to mute some mics, methinks. Will be fine. Test, test. Test. You are sideways. Why are you sideways? Do I need to be sideways on here? No.
You're sideways to me.
Yeah, one of us is sideways. Are you on a phone or a tablet?
I'm on my phone.
Is it up vertically? Oh, there you go. Now we can see you. There must be a way to turn that, but I don't know how. Okay, so you're on. You just need to turn on the TikTok, people. And then we are live. Oh, except we don't want Qigong on there because that's not where we're going. How's your week?
Easy.
Oh, easy is good.
Busy.
Oh, easy but busy. Is that? We like that. What is this? Tarot class. I kind of like not having to pay attention to the chat while this goes on. Much. Enter. Whoop. And there we go. And now, whoop. Here we go. Oh, I'm sure this thing has a filter. Maybe not. All right. I'm good to go, I think. And, oh, wait, except this thing is not plugged in. This one needs to be plugged in. All right. Now we can go live. Bear with me, staring at my ceiling. The underside of my chin. Hello, TikTok. All right. Now, are we doing this vertically or this way? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's turning you the right way up now. I don't want a filter. Go away, filters. This is the insanity of running a simulcast, right? I swear I'm not sane. But hopefully this will work nicely. Eep. And I won't accidentally hang any up on anybody. Woohoo! Look at that. And like that. And we are, woohoo, we're ready to go. Except that thing has an unstable connection. Oh, gee. TikTok's been wonky all day, you guys. Oh, boy. Holy crap, is it ever hot here? How's the temperature where you are, Julie?
It's nice, it's sunny and 80.
Nice. Nice. All right. Oh, hello, TikTok insanity. We're about to do a tarot class here in about 5 minutes. You're welcome to stick around and watch, but the class is taking place in a Zoom, and TikTok is super wonky, so you can follow it on YouTube. Lost connection. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. What fun. All right. I'm going to leave you hold down the fort for a half a second. I'm going to wash my hands. Hello. Has returned. All right. Okay. Odd that Mary is not here. Keyboard. All right, you guys. Where are you? Oh, there's Jessica. Oh, yeah, I suppose it's only 3 minutes too. There we go. All right. So I want to change the view on this thing, I suppose, eh? I don't know how to do that. Ooh. I'm going to want to record it. All right. Hello, Jessica. Did you get... Oh, you are there. How are you, darling? I am vertical today. Oh, I'm having severe technical issues this week, so we shall suffer. Mm-hmm. How was your week?
It was good, thanks.
Good. Right. How warm is it where you are?
It's been really rather wet, actually.
Oh, ick. Spring is usually like that, though. I'm expecting drought this year, based on how much water we're not getting.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hey, if you guys want to save yourselves some time, if you take out your cards and sort out all the major arcana, you'll be ahead of the game. Hello. I got issues with TikTok. Totally unstable connection. Oh, and you have no sound. How unfortunate. I wonder why. Yeah, I'm sorry, Aiden. I has issues. No sound, eh? This is not helpful. Not helpful. Okay, turning it up will not help. Have I got it muted? Hello, admit. There's Mary. Admin settings, comment settings. Did I mute myself?
No, I can hear you.
No. You guys can hear me. It is. You guys can hear me just fine. I believe that if anybody were on YouTube, they'd be able to hear me just fine. TikTok, right here, can't hear me. Yeah, I'm going to restart back in a minute. I'm going to restart. Oh, la la. And go live. Hello. Where are you guys? Oop. Don't fall over. Holy crap. Stay up. Ooh, is that better? Oh, no, still got an unstable connection there. Sorry about this, you guys. Whoa. I just need it to sit here. This is the one that needs to sit well. The rest of it doesn't matter. Oh, now TikTok has a good connection. Ooh, this may work. Okay. Hey. Oh. All right. Mary, if you haven't done so already, you will need to sort your deck.
Yes, and I'm using, just for your information, the Light Seers Tarot.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. This is going to be fun. The quicker we get started, I've got some reading practice. You still can't hear me? Can you hear me, Aiden? Oh no. Completely unstable connection. What if? Can you hear me now? Maybe if I put in a headset. Where's my headset? Dang. All right, 1 minute. We're going to try a headset. TikTok is being a pain in the butt, you guys. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Did Mercury go retrograde and I wasn't paying attention?
Coming this week.
Is it?
Coming this week.
I hate that damn planet. I hate that because the comms have been all over the place for the last couple of days, and I thought it was me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right, hang on.
Plus Jupiter, plus a few other planets playing games.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers.
Yeah, Jupiter's in Pisces.
All right. Now can you hear me? Hi. Can you hear me, Aiden? I hear your lips are moving, but you lie. You can hear me. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. So now you catch me singing. Sorry about that, guys. You don't want me singing. Oh, how did I have that set up? No, this is not helpful. Maybe. If I set it up like, oh, there you go. That's how I have it set up. Does that work? That works, hey, guys. And you guys, I would prefer to have the better picture on here because this is up. Please don't fall over. Oh, thank you, Aiden. I haven't been anywhere. I haven't been making any videos. I've been really busy all week, but oh, hey, Beach Lovin' Sarah, how are you? Hello. We are running this simulcast, you guys, on Zoom and also on YouTube. I'll warn you now, this TikTok has been wonky all day. It was wonky first thing this morning. It still is. So if this thing drops out completely, you'll lose me. You can catch it on YouTube of the same name. And I'm probably pointing at the wrong side. Maybe it's up there, but same name on YouTube. Birdie, you changed your picture. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. All right. We're starting with the tarot deck. I don't know who else is going to join us, but they show they don't. They're either here or they're here or they're there. You will make your lives very, very simple if you sort out all of the major arcana because you don't need anything else today except for those 22 cards. And I'm going to freaking blow your minds today. This is kind of fun. I am going to teach you guys how I learned how to read the major arcana. And there's a whole weird story behind it. I'll let you guys sort out your cards. Listen, if you guys don't have major arcana, it's no big deal. Like if you're working with a poker deck, it's no big deal. What you can pay attention to is pull out the single suit of wands from the ace to the 10. Pull out the jack and the queen. And then pull out all 10 of the clubs. No courts. I don't need the courts for the clubs. We're going to teach you how to use the major arcana using poker deck. So part of what is, I should have done this earlier, sorry about that. Part of what is really, really cool about the major arcana is that if you're Jewish, you got a leg up and a half over everybody else on the planet who wants to learn how to read tarot. And the reason that you have a leg up is because the major arcana, all 22 of them, correspond to a letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Now, if you asked me to sit down and recite for you the Hebrew alphabet, I'd fall flat on my face because I have to look them up. Okay. What's that?
I said alpha, beta, and after that.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah, right. That's yeah. So, the 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet all have very specific word meanings that go with them. And if you can memorize an alphabet of 22 letters and what the card means, bonus. I've never done that, but there's great power to using that as the method to learn the major arcana. Okay. We're going to do it a little more globally because this is obviously a beginner's class, you guys. You cannot read the energies if you are unable to feel them. And that is the most important thing. And so that's what you're going to get out of this. I keep hiding the clubs on myself. No courts on the clubs. All right. What was it? Diamonds. The queen, the ace, and the jack. Nope, that's a court. I don't want that. Hello, who is this now? Here's Christopher. All right. Oh, Christopher is going to be a little behind us in the activity. Hello, Christopher.
Hello?
Have you got cards, dear?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Well, I'm able to keep up.
No, that's fine. Just we're sorting. We're pulling out just the major arcana if we have cards. All right. I don't want to say.
See what message I sent you on Twitter? We're not crazy, Tina. About paranormal stuff.
Yeah, we are.
At least it's out in writing by the government that there's such a thing as UFO.
Yeah, never chalk up to conspiracy that which is readily explained through incompetence, my friends. Never. All right. Hey, you guys on for you guys on TikTok, we are sorting out all of the cards from a poker deck, all of the clubs from the ace to the 10 only, all of the diamonds from the ace to the 10, and the jack and the queen. All right. And these cards are going to represent the major arcana. And I cannot do this right now because I failed to prepare this ahead of time. Okay. But each of these cards is going to represent the scale of the major arcana. You can use the jack and the queen. The jack to represent the fool, and the queen at the end to represent, you're going to put them in order, ace through 10, ace through 10. Okay. You're going to have the queen at this end. You're going to have the jack at this end. Those will represent the major arcana for you. No, I'm not reading right now, Rosa. I'm sorry. There is reading practice at the end of the lesson, so you stand a chance of getting a quickie reading that way if you're game. But we are using limited decks because I am teaching the major arcana. All right. So if you put these puppies in order, as I said, ace to 10, they represent the lower major arcana. And you can use the clubs to represent the higher major arcana. All right. Anyway, so I'm going to set those aside. These are the fun part. So this is how I learned how to read the major Arcana, and it comes with there's a document from like the 1920s or the 1930s that was developed by Aleister Crowley, who's a real skezzball as far as human beings go, but that would be a judgment. These cards represent the Hebrew alphabet. So I'm going to show you how to read these. I'm actually going to show you how to feel them more than anything. All right. So the first thing that y'all are going to want to do, you really want to read these cards well and feel your way through them. Aleister Crowley's got a whole meditation process that you can go through, and I have the link around here somewhere. But we will get you linked up, and you will have that address hopefully shortly. Right. The major arcana, as I said, is the Hebrew alphabet. What's interesting in the game is 2 of these cards were hidden from the purview of the general public for about 1,000 years, because people did not want other people to see the magic that is in this deck of cards. These cards represent Kabbalistically the flow and control of energy on the planet. These cards represent a pictorial flow of the magics that the gentleman that we would all know as Jesus Christ, would he existed, would have used. Whether he used cards or not, he would have used those same energies, right?
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
They even speak of ghosts in the Bible, and they don't want to admit it. Our preachers, you know that.
Yeah.
So,
right.
So we're not.
All right. Moving forward, these are the pictorial representations of the Hebrew alphabet. Now, I don't read Hebrew, except this is the Fool card, okay? And this puppy over on this side is the World card. Where'd he go? My cards are not in order suddenly. Whoops. All right. Now on the Thoth deck, these have different names slightly, but I'm going to try and stick to the Rider-Waite naming because that's the majority of what people are using out there. All right. So this is the alphabet. If you can memorize these 22 letters and what each of their names are and what their element is, you're reading tarot like magic in no time. All right. All right. So what's really cool about this is an exercise. We're not going to do it today because it takes way too much. This is going to be your homework. But when you lay the alphabet out on a table, and this is how I do energy work, they are going to be laid out in a very specific order here. When I give you the link at the end of the game here, then we'll be able to do it. But they start here at 0 and they go. And these, what you'll see here in the middle, this is the Empress card, this is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is the Emperor. And when you lay them out, you want to lay them out like a circle, and they all rotate around the Wheel of Fortune, right? So there's an energy flow that you guys can actually feel when you lay out the cards according to the energies of the Kabbalistic principles, right? The 2 missing cards, which were interesting, are very often reversed because of their energies. And for a long time, they were completely misunderstood. And they are called He and Tzadi. And we all know them as the Star and the Emperor. And the Star represents female mother energy, and the Emperor is a very masculine energy. So having the Emperor where the star is created an energetic glitch in the flow. So if you are using a Golden Dawn deck, you're going to want to reverse the Emperor and the star, because the energies you're not going to be able to see the energies flow correctly. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. The next thing is the all of the decks, doesn't matter whose deck you've got, who created it, who painted it. There were 2 cards within that deck that are going to flip. Sometimes it's an 8, sometimes it's an 11, and those are the Strength card and the Justice card. And it doesn't really matter which one is which, because they both have the same energy. Okay, so but the Emperor on a Golden Dawn deck, you have to flip the Emperor and the star if you're going to use it for magic work. All right, so and they read fine. If I have never had an issue reading straight off a Golden Dawn deck. You don't have to flip them to read them. They read just fine. But if you're going to use them for energy work, flip them. The energy won't work otherwise. All right. So where are they? All right. So there are 3 words in Hebrew that you need to know in order to read tarot. The first one is Vav, and that is the word for the suit of air. The second one is He, and that is for both the suit of water and the suit of earth. Okay. Water and earth run at the same speed. One has a female energy, the other one has a masculine energy, but they both run at the same word. The earth is younger than the water. Follow that? So it's smaller. There's a progression between the two. So the page is going to be the earth and the queen is going to be the water. Right? The, what was the other word? Is Yod. And Yod represents fire. So it's pretty easy. So it's Yod is fire, air is Vav, and water and earth are both He. One is just younger than the other. So you know which one's the page, you know which one's the queen, right? Or you know which one has the higher energy. But they both go at the same way. The big difference goes back to the energy flow. Where the heck did my notes go? Air is going to be active and flowing out and up, and it divides things. And water is passive and down and in, and it is uniting things, right? So feel the difference between the two energies? But it's all very female. That's it. So, all right, we're going to show you this. This is kind of cool. So, I had them in order. The Fool card is air. All right. So what I want you to do on the table in front of you is I want you to create 3 piles. So the first pile is going to start with the Fool card. That is going to be your air pile. The next one is the High Priestess, and she is going to represent your water pile.
What happened to the magician?
Oh, we'll come back to him.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I want to show the 4 energies first. Air, water, earth is the Empress. Oh, I know why they're in this order. I've already laid them out for the alphabet. Where does the Empress fall? She is in the middle. Emperor, Empress. All right. The Empress is earth. And then the Emperor is fire. Okay. Now, the next card I want you to pull out, we'll get to the piles in a moment. The next card you want to pull out is going to be the Wheel of Fortune. Where are you? All right. This is the most, oops, dropped you guys. Sorry. Bear with me a second. Can I, silly thing. All right, we gotta do that. All right. You see, TikTok's nice and unstable there, thankfully. All right, so when you lay out the alphabet, this is the crazy thing that happens. You got the Wheel of Fortune right in the center. You're going to put the Empress above it, and you're going to put the Emperor below it. This is the creation story right in front of you. All right. This is, if you turn it vertically, it's your crazy little tree of life. You see that? All right. So we're working with they call this the Sephiroth, and my Hebrew is really horrible, so I'm probably going to get in trouble for it. But anyway, and the energies are going to flow through that tree of life, through the cards. So you guys are going to lay these out on a table and look at them and practice reading them, and you're going to see how easy they are to read. Where was I? Earth and fire. All right. Now, the wheel, like the Emperor, is fire. So you can add him to the fire pile. All right. Now we're looking for the Magician. The Magician is an air card. Where's the pile for air? Fool, Magician. There we go. High Priestess, the Empress, 3. These are out of order. Not helpful, not helpful. The 4. Where's my 4? Oh, I did it already. 5. Hierophant. This is Earth. All right. Air, water, Earth. It goes with the Empress. I had these laid out before. Why did I do this to myself? My apologies, you guys. This is craziness. All right, lovers. This is, I know all this stuff. Why am I guessing? This is an air. All right. Oh, it's going to make me crazy. Oh, I have these. Oh. I'm just having one of those days, eh? Hangman is a water. Oh, I just smacked myself in the head. The moon is also a water. Oh, why don't I do it that way? What else? Death is also a water. And the Chariot is a water. Did I get them all? Justice is a fire. Let me see. Air. Fire. Eve. Oh boy. Star. This is air. Are you guys keeping up with me here at all?
You're easy to follow, Tina. You're one of the best teachers I've ever met.
I'm having a technical day today that is kicking my arse. Okay. The world, which is the universe in this deck, is Earth as well. The Hermit is Earth. There we go. Devil is Earth. And we did that one. Alrighty. All right. What have I got left here? The Tower is fire. Are you guys keeping notes? I hope you're keeping notes. Air, water, earth, fire. Oh, this is strength. Strength is fire, is it not? It is 2. Art. This is temperance. In your deck is the fire. The Aeon, which is, what is it in a normal deck? Judgment is fire. And the Sun. Thank you. That ka-ching is somebody cashing out either on my website or in my store. I'm making money while I chat with you guys. Selling tarot. And the Sun is also fire. Right? And I have somehow mixed air and fire up. Oh, think. Air. Oh, I have 2. The Chariot. All right. Okay. So you get the concept that there are water and earth are going to be the easiest to remember the names of. But when you remember the name, you can look at it and know what the energy is, right? Same as you're doing with the court cards. All right. The fun begins when you start trying to learn what each of the major arcana actually do. And when Crowley put these together, did I even put them in order? I didn't. I put them in flames. All right. Oh, where did the words go? Here they are. There we go. All right. So you guys want to keep notes on these ones. If you don't want to keep notes, don't worry about it, because I will be posting a link to the thalamic document called the Libertata, which is commonly called the Liberty or the Libertav, and it will teach you everything that you need to feel your way through the magic of the cards. All right. I meant to highlight these so I could make it more quickly, but yeah, I'm going to have to do it the hard way. All right, the first one in the alphabet looks like this. It is called Aleph. It represents the Magi. It is house, home, right? This is where, this is an architectural construct, okay? And its nickname is to be able or to have power. So you can take just that energy alone based on the Kabbalic number, and it has its own energy flow, right? So you get the solidity, the power, right? The magician has the power. If you look at the magician in the deck, holy crowley, I am melting like nobody's business here, you guys. It is so hot. If you look at the magician card, you can see that he has all 4 tools of the tarot represented on the card, right? This is the guy that has all the skill, all the wisdom, right? There is building and adaptation and creativity to this card, right? Sometimes it's going to, if you see it in a reading, it's going to represent messages, sometimes business transactions, that you can look at this card and think, oh my God, this guy's magic. This guy can do anything He is the exact same card here as the 2 in the in the pips cards, in the suits, right? The next card is the High Priestess. The number 2. There you go. Is the High Priestess. This is the feminine energy, right? Easiest thing. This Hebrew letter is called the Gimel, or I don't even know how to pronounce it. I don't even know why I'm trying. But it represents the concept of to bear or to carry. So there's an energy of where there's an energy of creation, right? There's a seed happening here that is coming. Right? The esoteric title of this, according to the Liberty, is the Priestess of the Silver Star. She's a creator. There's grace. There's exalted, elevated power to the High Priestess. She is capable of carrying secrets, hidden mysteries. There's the Deuce of Wands reversed represents this same power of separating energy. It's quite interesting to feel. She can be enthusiastic and moonstruck. Right? This is the witch of the deck, if you like. Right? This is if anybody as a human being is going to pull together energies to create something, this will be that card. The third card. Well, I'm turning cards. I don't need to. This is the Empress, and her card is Daleth. The Empress's card is named the Gate. Well, it's not the game. The letter is the gate, right? So this is the gateway. It's really fascinating to watch the energy flow. Where's my Empress? There she is. All right. Very, very feminine card. This is the mother energy. This is the seed bearing fruit. This is love and beauty and happiness. You couldn't get better yin energy, I don't think. You'll see sensuousness, fruitfulness, success, completion, where the High Priestess might represent a younger female energy. This one is going to represent a more slightly older mother energy. Yeah, we'll get into dignities later. 3. Did I miss that? Oh, yes, it's nickname. Its esoteric title is the Daughter of the Mighty Ones, right? So you see the essence of the birth energy just in the name that Crowley gave the card. Hi, guys, there on TikTok. We're doing a tarot class here today, and TikTok is being a pain in the arse. You can follow this thing on YouTube of the same name, whichever it is up there. And I apologize for the unstable connection, but TikTok's been doing that all day. What was I on? Emperor. All right, here's the guy. All right.
It's the internet, because I get unstable notices on Zoom as well down here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I have a pretty darn stable internet, so I don't know why it's blinking. It can't be me.
It's not your end, it's here in the States.
Here is the masculine energy that I was talking about. So this is the Tzadi. Its word is fish hook. All right. So you can take the energy, the fish hook. This is the guy that's fishing. I'll make you fishers of men. This is crazy. When I do the energy class, the tree of life lays out. Hopefully you will have grasped that yourselves with the homework that I'll give you guys later. This is the Emperor card. This is all about energy, power, ambition, conquest, victory, etc., etc. This is the guy in charge. This is the Emperor. This is the guy making the rules. Right? It's very much a stable power. Where did I go with the? I was going to do the energies as I went through this, but we can do that. Then the Emperor, then the Hierophant. Oh, the Emperor's nickname is the Son of the Morning, Chief among the Mighty. Look how he glows. You can, so if you can memorize their nicknames that Crowley gave them, oh, you're ahead of the game as well. This is the Hierophant that everybody loves, trying to figure out how to pronounce. I don't think anybody really knows how to pronounce it. Everybody pronounces it differently. This is, still looking at the Emperor here. The Emperor, the Hierophant. All right. Oh, you know what? These guys, if you do astrology, man, these guys all have astrological, the astrology is on every single card. And if you do astrology, those energies are in that card. Right? I don't do astrology, so me teaching you astrology is going to get me into trouble. You know what I'm saying? So we won't go there. This.
I wish I could find a good reference on astrological significance of the cards because it was originally in the tarot.
I'll give you the link at the end of this show, Christopher, and it has all of the astrological links, and it everything that I'm showing you right here today is in that link.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so this is the Hierophant, and wisdom, intuition, manifestation. This is very much the Pope of the deck. This is the guy very much where the Emperor is the guy in charge. He's the king, if you will. This guy is the Pope, right? This is the energy of the guy that is counseling the king, right? There's a fascinating connection there. Wisdom, intuition, manifestation, teaching, inner teachings received. His nickname is the Magus of the Eternal. So you see that here's the magician. This guy's got all the tools in his card as well, where this guy, well, that's not the magician. There you go. This magician goes through life controlling all of the tools of the earthling. This guy goes through controlling all of the tools of the spirit. That makes sense? You feel that? Magus of the Eternal. Then we have the Lovers. So the Lovers is Zion, and its word is sword. And the energy is quite interesting for the Lovers. All right. So very often this depicts there's a union of two spirits coming together with a third sort of controlling it or guiding it or inspiring it, right? This is about inspiration and receptiveness and intuition and intelligence. Second sight is going to be referred to in this card. This is very, very often a card you're going to see when partnerships are coming together. I see this and the Two of Cups almost as very, very similar energies, depending on what cards surround them. And this card's nickname is the Children of the Voice, the Oracle of the Mighty Gods. The next card is the Chariot. I love this card. This is a card of power. This is a card of, you get this card, man. Woohoo! This is have a honky tonk time because this is success all the way home. Triumph, victory, hope, memories. This is going to come up very often if somebody's got digestive issues. this will come up. Somebody's trying to get powers to come together. There's there is a completion that the success requires pulling the energies together. It's a 7. So it's showing and carrying the same chaos that a 7 in the suits would carry. Next. Eight is, where are you? 8. Now this is either the Strength card or the Justice card in your deck. In the Crowley, it's called Adjustment, but it's the Justice card. This is Hebrew letter is called the ox goad. And if you don't know what that is, this is how you steer the ox. The ox is going to instruct and train and discipline and chastise. It's a really, really interesting card because it represents politics and legal issues on top of just keeping things in order, keeping things in balance. All right. It's about justice in the spiritual sense as well. Right? Fairness. It can represent equilibrium. You need to adjust the flow of your energy because you're not in order. Sometimes it's marriage agreements, right? Contracts, that sort of thing. Very much scales of justice, right? Karma, excellent card. Yes, very much karma as well, right? But karma in the sense, a lot of people misunderstand the word karma. Karma isn't getting what you deserve; it's getting what you created. Okay, you are, yeah. Well, it's or put out or what you attracted. But karma is. Yeah. It's not getting what you deserve. So there's getting what you deserve is very much a judgment call, right? A lot of people think, oh yeah, karma's going to get you. Karma doesn't necessarily get you. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily a negative thing. It is just getting what comes back. You know who taught me that, Mary, is Dan Pelletier.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
How much hasn't that man taught me? Oh my gosh. Dan Pelletier. Go ahead, Mary.
Karma is karma is basically the third law of dynamics. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction.
Ah, there you go. Excellent. Exactly. Science. Yeah. Those who believe in chaos magic do not believe in that particular law, by the way.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Well, I guess they go more to the law, of all possibilities.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Okay.
I work with the law of all possibilities too, but
yeah,
right.
Because if you look at action reaction, then there is no possibility. It's a very linear thing. That's Newton's laws. It's not Einstein's physics.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so that's the difference.
Yeah, very cool. Oh, and yeah. So the Justice card, the nickname is the Daughter of the Lords of Truth, the Ruler of the Balance.
Doctor Who.
Right? All right. Well, what number are we on? Number 9 is the Hermit. Where's my Hermit? Here we go. All right. Here's the Hermit. So what's really cool about this document that taught me these energies is that every single one of these cards has a color. They have the Hebrew number. You can pretty much work anything just by simply memorizing the energies of these. And as I said, they each flow into, they each represent a card in the suits. So if you know these, you can read any legit tarot deck. You know what I'm saying? All right, where were we? The hermit, the hermit. So this is the yod. And this is, now yod is a very important um, card, name, word. What do you call it? Number, alphabet, letter. No, yod is the letter, right? It is the word for fire, right? No, it's the word for hand. It's the element of fire. Pardon me. I'm gonna hurt myself today. I swear to God. It's all my papers are all upside down and sideways too. All right. This card represents, what are we on? We're on the hermit. Oh my God. This card represents the meaning of it. There's a really cool word that I learned when I see this card when I was studying it, and it's Yechera, which is the only one. There's only one guy in the hermit, and it's me. And this is all about the energy of turning in on oneself and working on the sanctification of the ego, that sort of a power, right? This is about going inside, prayer, meditation, introspection,
shadow work.
Yeah, very much. This is the power card for shadow work, for sure. You become the hermit, right? The hermit is oh dang, now I can't think of who told me this. The light that is within the hermit's lamp, that's the moon. Now I don't
say tarot, in Marseille Tarot, that's what it is.
Is it? It's very cool. Oh, maybe it was Ben. Who? Mary. Oh, I hate to. I just found out, unfortunately, that Ben, that I was going to ask about the Kabbalic stuff for this, he passed away.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say. Ben Dove. He's got a crazy name. Something like that.
It's a three-part word.
Yes. Anyway, lovely man. I'm sorry that you guys will never get to meet him, but there he is, right? Where were we? That's the hermit. The hermit. The nickname of the hermit is the prophet of the eternal, the magus of the voice of power. Right? So the idea being that you're going to go inside you are going to hear the voice of power, and that's where the power for forward movement comes from. It's very cool. It's kind of like it is literally the tree of life in action. And when you lay these out in the circle, you'll be able to see with the way it lays out. Well, you'll see once it's laid out on the floor. I wish I'd did I take a picture? I think I took a picture, except I can't show it to you because it's on my phone. There you go. All right. Wheel of Fortune. This is the center. Everything revolves around this wheel, right? So, bam, right in the middle. This is, it's not negative, it's not positive, and it can't be either, ever, because it is dead neutral. This is the craziest card. The Hebrew letter is means hand, right? So it is the grasping aspect of hand, right? That hand me something kind of essence, right? And wheel is the circulation of blood and breath, right? And the Indian faiths consider that the Wheel of Fortune is how you store prana, which is luck. Where do we go? This is very more often than not, this card is going to come up and it is going to mean just a good chance, good luck. This is probably one of the more positive cards. This is neutral in the sense that if you are capable of getting yourself to the spiritual home, feeling place, whatever you want to call that, become one with the oneness, This card is it. That is that neutral space, and it can go anywhere from there. This is the card of making choices. You can either choose yin or you can choose yang, right? You can either go forward or you can go backward. Always optional, always optional. It also will represent laws and rhythms and patterns and cycles, right? Things that what goes around comes around. Well, what did you call that? Also very much a karma card, but a little more in the neutral, no meaning to the karma space, if you see that. I should say, if you feel that, the nickname of this card is the Lord of the Forces of Life. The next card is the Lust card. Where are you? Also known as the Strength card. Here we are. I love this card. This card represents courage of the deepest kind. I love this card. You really need to have gone to the depths of that neutral space in order to find this courage to move. All right. You can feel the energy of the flow once you see what it is. You can feel it and the cycle that it flows through as you look at them. This one is about sanctifying your own strength and your own will, right? So you feel the courage of the card, strength, fortitude, energy, action, intense passions will be represented by this card as well. You ask the cards you want to put power and energy into a magic spell. This is your power card, right? This is, and you really, really need to pull the internal energy of this card out. You want to get physical magic working, right? Its nickname is the Daughter of the Flaming Sword. The next card is the Hanged Man. Where is he? Here he is. All right. I love this card. This is also another very neutral kind of card. It is called Mem. It's also called Water. It is about just kind of being what's the word we're looking for? Hung on a cross, right? This is about punishment and suffering, and I got to go through this. And more often than not, people that are experiencing this card are experiencing the suffering and the difficulty of being stuck, sort of feeling that this card represents, because they've judged their situation to be stuck. But it's really a very, very neutral card if you can look at its actual energies. And it is very much more pliable than it likes to suggest. It's a place where you could hang around forever. You want to get used to the crap, you can live in the crap. You want to go hunt down the good, then you hunt down the good, right? So there's an element to the status quo is just fine by me sort of situation, except I'm stuck, right?
A bit like the Eight of Swords.
Yes, very much like the Eight of Swords. And its nickname is the Spirit of the Mighty Waters. You feel the malleability of the water just in the name of it. It's actually, I like the way that it flows. It's kind of cool. Death card. People, don't be afraid of the death card. Ain't nobody ever died on the. If somebody's going to die, I get the Nine of Swords. Okay. And yeah, it I don't get it that often. Death card, where are you? There we go. And he's often very scary in most people's decks.
It's about transformation, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Change, metamorphosis. This is about this is the energy. If you look at this card, you feel the energy of, if here's the skeleton representing the dead being, and he's hanging on to what appears has the image of being a schooner mast, and the sails are filled with air, and so spirit is pulling death, the energy out from death. Do you feel that? It's a really
Tina?
cool card. Yes.
Tina?
Oh, I love that card, right? So you see that there's mystery and honor in death. If you are still alive and you've got this card, this is about moving forward in a different manner, like with a new lease on life.
Removing the negativity, removing what's not serving you.
Yes, yes. And it's often it's a sudden, and the power in this card is really, really interesting too. If you look at this card through Crowley's eyes, he uses the words redemption through putrefaction, which is right, which basically means rotting into newness. Okay, it's kind of a
Here's another version.
There you go, right? So it's about casting behind, very much like Eight of Pentacles, right? Or pardon me, Eight of Cups, casting behind what no longer serves you and moving forward with what is left of what does. There you go.
I like the interplay between the two here.
Very.
That's the Hanged Man, and that's death.
Very cool. Very
because you
cool.
changed from this
Yep.
to this, and now you can fly away.
That's right. That's beautiful. I like that. So for those of you on TikTok, in spite of the fact that you can't hear me, and those of you on YouTube, Mary's death, Hanged Man and death are represented by a butterfly cocoon and
Chrysalis.
the chrysalis. Yeah.
And then the
the
butterfly out. And then the next butterfly, when you do the 14, there are like 3 butterflies.
Oh, that's so cool. All right. So so that's the death card. The nickname of the death card, which I think is really cool, is the child of the great transformers, the Lord of the Gate of Death. Creative bugger. What was it, 1930? When did they put this together? Do you remember, Mary?
Well, he started early, and he died in 1965 or something. So he played with it for many years.
71? Is that possible? Not sure. He was total creepazoid.
Recently.
He was a total creepazoid.
Well, this is why I remember bits and pieces of the story.
All right. The next card is the art card. This is probably called Temperance in your deck.
Yeah.
All right. And this is the Hebrew letter is to prop, to support, right? So there's an energy of holding up what is going on. This is the human effort to imitate, supplement, alter, or change the work of nature. Right? So this is the alchemy card. This is the mixing of water into wine. All right. So, I mean, you can sit down and you can see the walk of life that Jesus the Christ potentially did. I don't know what the connection is between Kabbalah and the idea that Jesus Christ likely knew this tree of life and lived it, right? Because he had so much control over the earthly energies that he was capable of creating these so-called miracles, right? Hello. Good afternoon, you guys. Hi, everybody on TikTok. I apologize for the unstable connection, but you keep bleeping off.
It's ironic. You see the tree of life written everywhere in religious text.
Yes, well, it's Kabbalistic. So if you're...
Right.
Go ahead, Mary.
I was going to say there are 2 versions of Kabbalistic theory. There's the Hebrew one, and then there's the later Christian one that started around the Middle Ages of Dawn. No, but what I'm saying is the Hebrew one started a long time ago, since they did not have a, what do you call the Bible? They would look at the text and reread the text and reread the text and find all kinds of interesting things in it. That's really what was going on.
Well, when anyone who knows the Hebrew faith and how they function, the Hebrew rabbi, whereas he is the keeper of the knowledge, so to speak, they also explore their
That's
knowledge
right.
with a mind to education. That is really quite fascinating.
Always.
There's a really
Which
cool.
is where the hierarchy comes in, by the way.
Yes, and he's much more of a rabbi and more earthly than, say, the Pope. But
That's how the Tyranno order and the very earliest existing continuing.
very cool. Is that a question,
Really
Chris?
What?
Was that a question?
No, I was talking to Mary.
Ah,
Yeah, about orthodoxy. Because there's a similar doctrine, orthodoxy, about seeking of knowledge.
Always has been in all religions.
well, ultimately
It's
that is the point of the exercise. What's cool about Kabbalah is that the point of the exercise is the completion of life. There's a birth and there's a death, and that's all there is, right? And it's everything, the progression of it as you go through it. It's really quite cool. So the temperance card. We're on limited time, Christopher. I want to get through these so we can maybe try reading with them. Where was I? Yeah, so it's alchemy. This is about combining forces. You want to think of the energies of stirring a cook pot. You are trying to put some stuff together that normally wouldn't necessarily go together, right? See the magic of that. Hi guys on TikTok. I apologize for the unstable connection again, but TikTok is not being cooperative and I can't help you much with it. The nickname.
Tina,
Yes.
Tina, here's the end of the butterfly story.
Oh yeah. See. Oh yeah. And the bear, is he holding it or has he got it in its mouth?
No, it's landed on its nose.
Oh, that's beautiful. So here, Mary's card has a picture of a cub, a bear cub, and he's got the butterfly sitting on his nose.
That we saw
right
from the Hanged Man.
Right. So there's the essence of the energy of two things that shouldn't be sitting in harmony together, finding a way to sit in harmony. Right. And it's really quite cool the way the energies really go down to quantum physics when you look at these. You know, there is nothing spiritual or religious about these cards. If you don't want them to be, they can be so scientific as to be insanely so. Yes, where was I? Yes, so the final thing I wanted to say about the temperance card is that where very much like the high priestess has a combining of forces, creating a seed, here is the same sort of energy at a higher energetic level, at a spiritual level, more so than a physical level. Does that make sense? All right. Art. The devil. Here's another card that likes to scare people. This is a card about control. Yours, mine, theirs. If you were ever going to see a card, you'll hear me say this every time I see this card. If you were ever going to see the card of the sadomasochist, this is the card of the sadomasochist. This is the card of they who submit to the control of another because they enjoy it or because it provides them what they need. Addictions. Yeah, I know. You know what? I don't normally get this card for addictions at all. I will get Knight of Cups, King of Cups, usually reversed, the two of them, because I read reversals. With this deck, it'll be the Knight of Cups, King, or the Prince of Cups. This card often comes out temptations. Right? This is the card of the person who wishes to be in control, perhaps, and is trapped from being allowed to have control. And what traps them in that control is the comfort, a financial comfort, a spiritual comfort, perhaps, a an emotional comfort, right? Like the sadomasochist. This is the card. If somebody's got a secret going on behind your back, this is one of those cards, right? It's a strong card.
Come into my parlors.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Mary's card has a. Is it a black widow or is it king spiders?
No,
king spider.
Yeah,
it looks like a king spider. And the moth is in his web. Yeah. Yeah. Very much.
He got trapped.
Yep. Trapped, right? So it's very much a trap card. The nickname of the card is the Lord of the Gates of Matter, the child of the forces of time. And then we go to another card that scares a lot of people, and this is the Tower. All right. And I wanted to read you what Crowley writes about this card that is so cool. It says, strike, oh, take me now, in an instant. Strike with the passionate strength of thy love to overwhelm this silly thought I have of thee, this struggling artifice. Flood the channels of my nerves with the lightning current of thyself. Right? So there's an element to the way that Crowley approaches this tree of life that is very much like a conversation with a being and their God, if that makes sense. Except his God is really guttural and very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Root chakra. Yeah. Oh, he's a real scuzzbag. Look up Crowley. You will find what kind of a scuzzbag this is.
No.
Don't look him up. You won't like him at all. But I'll tell you what, I don't care who the guy was. The guy created the best tarot deck I have ever read with. All right. This is really cool. If you got a guy in front of you and he wants to know if he is going to be successful with his girlfriend, this is it. He's like very lowbrow, right? This card represents exactly that. It is the male orgasm, literally. This is sudden eruptive change, okay? It is the overwhelm of existing structures by a sudden and tremendous energy. So the idea is that you have a power in front of you that is set and created based on what you believe it to be. And unfortunately, what you believe it to be isn't what it actually is. And this card represents that moment of realization when you go, holy shit, how did we not see that? Or how did I not see that? Right? This card.
In the Marseille Tarot, you have the top of the tower being knocked off completely, like the head being knocked off.
Oh, that's interesting.
So the ego, whatever you want to call that, it's being knocked off. That is really, others haven't gotten it quite the same way. Many, it's just bits and pieces flying out, humans, which is another way of representing egos as well.
Yes. Well, I like to think of this one specifically. This is the ego realization going, oh, shit. Is it really like that?
Yeah.
Right? And it is immediate. The nickname of this card is the Lord of the Hosts of the Mighty. You control the masses with this card. Oh my God. This is really cool. If you know anything about astrology, it is the Tower card is actually controlled by Mars. So you got that hot energy of the planet Mars. Here's the star.
The heat of the fire.
What's that?
I said the heat of the fire.
Mm-hmm.
You have this, a couple of
oh yeah,
show that kind of thing where the tree is happening up.
Mm-hmm.
Because part of it is also some of the how do you call them, evergreens, especially out in the big forests. They need the heat of the fire to actually burst their seeds so that they can grow.
No.
Otherwise, the cones don't do anything.
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. All right. Sorry, I had to block somebody on TikTok. All right. We're still playing. It may be blank. It's going lost connection, unstable connection. I haven't seen a green dot on there in almost an hour. I am sure it is. It's just been like that all day. My apologies to everybody on TikTok. Candace is still not dead, and sorry, dude. Hello, Honey Singh. Have you left? I think they've left. All right. Yeah, you don't want to see that. This is the star. This is the mother energy. This is where the tower was the boys' top popping off. This is the girls' pop off. This is seriously, this is legitimately the female orgasm. In this is, you'll hear it's all about hope and faith and revelation and insight, unexpected help, clarity of vision, realization of possibilities, spiritual insight, everything you want and then some. It is very much related to beauty and wisdom.
You have this as a picture.
Oh, that is so pretty. And you see the energy of, yeah, it's very hopeful, very wistful. I like that card. It's very pretty.
And then in the other one, it looks like this.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which is Ursa Major in the stars.
Oh, very cool. So you're looking at the Big Dipper on the other deck. That is so cool. All right. The star reeks of the energy of this is beauty and wisdom. And the mother energy, again, this is the card that you have to watch on a Golden Dawn deck is actually not the 4, okay? This is the mother energy. The Emperor is the father energy. And they need to be reversed if you have a Golden Dawn deck, all right? You don't need to reverse it for the readings. You only need to reverse it for magic work with the tarot, okay? This is on your way to completion, right? This is the recognition that you are almost home in the universal consciousness sense of home, of oneness. All right. This is a really, really hopeful card because you're so almost there. You're getting there. You're almost there. It's going to be soon. All right. The nickname of this card is.
8.
What's that?
I was going to say it's an 8. 7 plus 1 is 8.
15, 16, 17. It is too. Yes. Forward movement, growth. Right. There you go. Same thing. Yeah. Take the blinders off. Right. What keeps hope from completion is the continual inability to keep the eyes on the prize, right? Energetically, when you want the magic to complete, you need to have the magic complete in your head before you can manifest it. This card is the idea that it's manifesting, but it's not quite there yet because you haven't completed your eyes on the prize. You get that? Feel the incomplete energy of its completeness. It's like the promise of completion. Hello, Bear. Hey, where were we?
Work at it.
Yep, work at it. It brings this card is as I said, it's hope, faith, clarity, vision. The nickname is the daughter of the firmament, the dweller between the waters. Wait until you see these. These are great meditations, you guys. They are by far the best way to learn the tarot cards. Yes, they are originally based on the Thoth, but you can use them for any tarot deck. All right, this is the sun. This is probably, this is the card that everybody and their dog usually wants. Hey?
You're doing the sun or the moon?
Did I skip the, oh shit, no, I skipped the moon. I'm sorry. I did too. I flipped the page and I skipped the moon. I should know this. Thank you. See, that's why you're here, Mary. The moon. Oh. This is the letter for this means back of the head. Come to me, oh wife. Interesting. This is brain functions are situated, associated with sleep and automatic functions, right? So this is the card of night, right? And the moon shines light onto things that you can't see, don't want to see, need to see, right? It is all about, you can use it for time measurement. I don't do timings. A lot of readers do. The moon card is often going to be related to the moon cycles. If you, what's that?
I was going to say moon cycles.
Everything, you can take this, if you know the etymology of the word measure, you can use this card. You can use that word to trigger ideas that this card is trying to represent in a meeting, in a reading. Okay, and a measure would be a quantity of something, or a dimension, or a size, or a width, or a weight, or a period of time. You feel that? You feel the energy of it? It's the energy of the parameters around quantities would be represented by the moon. If you're looking for, these are illusions. This is confusion. If somebody is confused, they're going to be all in their head wishing on the moon to give them clarity when what they need is the sun, but they're going to go this way anyway, just because people go that way. This is the card. If you are trying to control dreams or instigate dreams, this is your card of power. This very often will represent lies, falsehoods, cheating, right? Shine the light in the darkness, figure out what's going on. It's also, interestingly, this is the darkest hour before the dawn. This is the card of the energy of the card of, we're almost there, the lights are about to come on. And when they do, you will have that completion, right? So we're at the higher end of the major arcana, and the power gets bigger and stronger and more complete and more knowledgeable as it grows, right? So you're going to use the level of the card in the arcana for the power that it is capable of exuding when you are creating spells, trying to use the cards. Does that make sense? Oh, the moon. This is also it's very much a card that is extremely sensitive to the cards on either side of it. Any card touching the moon is going to flip its dignity. This is a very much a card that is just going to repolarize whatever card it is sitting next to. Does that make sense?
It's also a reflection of whatever, a pale reflection of whatever. If you will.
There you go.
The moon reflects the sun. So if you're looking at the sun, the moon will give you some light, but it'll also distort that light.
Absolutely.
So it could be subconscious. Your subconscious tends to distort things a lot.
Right, exactly. So it's almost as if what you are looking at is a projection coming back at
That's
you,
right?
So
That's right.
you can feel the different energies. Once you memorize them, they are so easiest. Oh, and the nickname of this card is the ruler of the flux and reflux, the child of the sons of the mighty.
Acid reflux?
Yeah, maybe. I told you, this man was, he probably, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that he had gout. In his day, that would have been a big deal because he would have probably drunk a lot of alcohol and eaten a lot of red meat and sweets and things you probably shouldn't be eating today. And yeah, anybody that's got gout should probably stop eating red meat and drinking. But then we move into the next card. What was that?
The Rasputin.
Yes.
Of tarot.
Oh no, I think Crowley was worth. I don't think Rasputin got into little kids. I think Crowley was. Crowley had a thing for children. Oh yeah.
We don't know.
We don't
There's
know.
a lot of stories we don't know. He was.
We're not gonna go there.
Killed.
Okay, then we get the sun. This is So Crowley's first words, the only word you really need to know for this card is delight. Delight, delight, delight. It's the first word in the memories. You memorize that card and you are in heaven. This card represents the universal consciousness. So the energy of this is the actual melding of self with oneness, right? This is the magic being delivered. Wow, that's gorgeous. So you've got, they're dancing.
She's dancing. She's happy. She's wearing a red dress.
Yes.
How much more can you be happy?
Yes, there's nothing like wearing a red dress. Although I wouldn't wear a red dress.
And red shoes.
Yes. This is honors.
Dorothy.
Yeah, right. Hey, this is honors and glories. This is clarity of ideas coming together, the mastery of emotion. This is an interesting, somebody that is going through serious emotional issues is going to find stability and power for getting out of that negativity through this card. Life, liberty, love, glory, gain. I've had this card represent twins. I know I keep telling everybody I don't do pregnancies, but the cards will throw them at me sometimes. I have had this is pleasure. It's Frank. This is a truth card. If you're looking, is this true or is this false? This is truth. This is truth in its ultimate glory. It rings with how true something is. This is also careless abandon. Picture two children playing and they're not worried about hurting themselves or anything else. So in that sense, it's very much like that. This is about really knowing who you are. It's a very powerful card, right? And you want to complete magic. That is a powerful card to rely on. The nickname of that card is the Lord of the Fire of the World. Let me get the Aeon. I don't know why my kettle just clicked. What did camera out say? Good heavens. Hold on. Like a month. I don't know what he said that was wrong. We were talking about timings. Yes, like a month.
I was hearing noises, sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. It seems to the TikTok is allowing occasional messages through. I'm getting such an unstable connection. I can't connect anything to anything. Who's talking about the guy we were talking about? Yeah.
It acts weird when you type too much on the PC version. You're on the web version of the app, and it mutes you.
Oh yeah. Well, I have YouTube is running on my PC. Zoom is running on my phone, and TikTok is running on my notebook. So I don't know if it's gonna work or not work. TikTok.
TikTok is just nuts anyways, right?
Yeah, no, TikTok's been stupid all day. It was blinking in and out all through my Qigong session this morning. So the copy that I got back from it was hideous. So I don't know what kind of...
wouldn't let me on.
Oh, well, there you go. So here we are with this. This is the same problem going on right now, Christopher. So, all right, we've only got 3 cards left here, you guys. And hopefully, what time have we got? Hopefully we can get to do... take some readings here. I've only got a half an hour. All right, so this is the Aeon. This is the equivalent. What is this in the usual deck? Judgment. Yes.
Judgment.
Yep. Yep. This is the perpetual consciousness. All right. This is the spirit in power. All right. The concept, the tree of life, is a growth of the individual. The human becoming the Jesus character. This is the Jesus character. This is the complete individual in complete oneness with his spirit. He's going to survive. He's going to go on. Right?
The guy says awakening.
There you go. Awakening. Very good. Right? So you become one with the consciousness. Now you know who you are. This is that card. This is the ability. You become.
Forgive.
Yeah. Yeah.
You forgive yourself.
Yeah. This is the final decision in respect to the past and in respect to the future. So this is the card of the Buddhist. This is when Buddha stopped trying to become God. He became the Buddha and chose satisfaction rather than elevation. All right. The nickname of this card. This card is going to represent final decisions in reference to things that have gone before or things that are coming up. Okay. This is so much a card of completion. It is so almost done. This is the magic of the universe all coming together exactly the way that you want it to. This card is going to be the catalyst for new doors being opened after having closed old ones. And there's a transformation to this card that where earlier transformations represent physical and change of situation. This one is a transformational change of spirit. This is very much a different way of being on top of the thinking. And if somebody is, if I saw this in a card, I'd be asking what the decision that these people, what have you just decided to do? Right? It's a very important card. Its nickname is the Spirit of the Primal Fire. All right. And the two most important cards in the deck. We did that one. We did that one. Is the Universe. And this is the Fool. And I got the Fool on the other end of the pile. Let me pull them up here. Where'd he go? Ooh, I got a page in the way. Bear with me a second, you guys. There he is. Magi. Priestess, where's my Fool card? Uh-oh, I don't have the Fool card. Dang. Well, that's going to be annoying. Bear with me a second, you guys.
The Fool fell off the cliff.
The Fool fell off the cliff. Well, the Fool card is probably the coolest card in the deck because it represents the spark. It represents the very, very beginnings. It's literally, it's more of a jump off a cliff than a fall, though, don't you think, Mary?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So where the Fool represents the beginning of the entire process.
So you have,
yeah.
Tina, you have Bambi.
And then you have the Universe being a stag with 100 horns, right?
Well, no, not quite.
Not quite.
The universe is the whole forest.
Oh, the whole forest. That's gorgeous, right? So this is the Alpha. This is the Omega, right? And when you look at it on the tree, I don't know if the Hebrews do it this way or this way, but I would think it's laid out with the Fool on the bottom and it goes up, and the energy with the wheel in the middle. It's quite cool. Anyway, you'll lay it out when I show you guys. I'll give you that. Addresses, Alpha and the Omega. So where this one represents new ideas, new thoughts, new spirituality, new originality, audacity, foolishness, stupidity, inconsideration, eccentricity, even mania will be represented by this card. Craziness. This card.
Tarot de Marseille, the Fool was actually the village fool during the Middle Ages, the one that nobody liked and everybody left to their own. That's why you have that little dog after him. Because it was literally, they didn't know what to do with these people, so they let them be. And they were called the Fools because of that. They had, basically you'd call them differently able than you'd call them 1,000 things nowadays, but the village could not handle a person that did not fit in the mold. And they were not often fed. They didn't wear their clothes right. There's a whole bunch of stories with that. So basically, that's why the Fool is out of time and out of space.
Very cool.
In our versions.
Yeah, well, in the Kabbalistic tree of life, the Fool is outside as well as the universe is outside, right? Yeah. So you can look at them as birth and death in an energetic sense. But what happens? Where do you come from when you're born versus where do you go when you die, right? It's like it flips, right? It's very quantum energy, right? You think of it like the black hole. It gets to its completion and it starts all over again on the other side, right? It's fascinating.
The singularity.
Stuff. Yep.
Which all humans are.
There's one right there, right? Where the Fool is air. The universe is Earth. Quite fascinating. So one is going up and growing, and the other one is solid. It's quite fascinating the way they go. The synthesis conclusion, it's over. Where the 10 of 10s represent, most of the 10s represent endings and completion. This is endings and completion. A lot of cards show this as, this is another sort of transformation card, but in the sense of ending of a specific major cycle and starting a new one. This is the PhD.
Here.
I can't really see it though.
It's Mother Gaia.
Beautiful, right? So this is
the world.
This is the God essence, right? This is the becoming oneness, the selection of self. This could there's perseverance and stick-to-itiveness to this card because it's coming. This is, you can't. How does Abraham Hicks? She says, "It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. This is it. This is it. Ask and ye shall receive." This is the receive part of that card. You feel that? Careful what you ask for. Right.
And here's going on the adventure. That's the
Fool card, right? So the one is the start, the end is the end. So you see how the progression goes. It's very much walking through a progressive phase of, it's very much a cycle. In the book that I work with, this Liberty, and all of the cards have, I found my Fool. Look, I found it. So this is the Fool is the idea, the thought, the spirituality at the beginning. This is the seed. And funny enough, the Hebrew letter is Aleph. It is the bull. It is the ox. It is the airhead. It is hard-headed, right? Like a box, right? And right, it is, and its nickname is the spirit of the ether. So there you go. That is that. So I am going to, what I'm going to get you guys to do is, those of you here at Zoom will receive one via email after the class. If any of you other guys would like to have access to this education, you can sign up for my tarot classes at canadiantarot.com/class. And we have limited places, so make sure you're signed up. And this is going to be the last class in this particular series because I've got all hell breaking loose over here, and I don't know when I'm going to have the time to finish setting up my next class, which is the energy class, and that's the money class. That's the big one. That's the one class that pulls all this stuff together. But let me show you. So this is a list of the major arcana. What's cool about them is that they are the keys to the Book of Life by Crowley's understanding of the Sephiroth. And this is like I said, this is the magic that you can walk through. This document is it'll teach you all the Hebrew letters. If you are so inclined as to learn them, or you already know them, bonus, you are on line to get it. These are the astrological connections that you are able to get. That's also in that. And each one of the Arcana has a meditation page. It has the letter. It has the astrological connections. All of this information right here. This is the basis of tarot. And this is called the Libertata, depending on who you would talk into. And not only will it teach you the majors, it will also teach you all the minors and all of the energies and all of that together. And we just got to get you that link. You will find that I have some of the Liberty information on CanadianTarot.com/forum, which is where you land when you do CanadianTarot.com. But that's going to change. So pay attention to that being the forum later. Anybody want to see how the energies of the Arcana go together? So we have a few minutes. Does anybody, I'm going to change my view if I can here. Who's all here? There you go. All right. So let me see if I can show you guys how to go about doing this. All right. So we put out 3 cards. Oh, this is fun. Okay. So here's the moon next to the sun. Right? So these are really bright, shiny cards. Holy cow. This is, he likes this. This is a really good way to show you the magic. So you've got the moon is going to flip the sun, but because the moon is already reflecting the sun, they cancel each other out. And the sun wins. You feel that energy? The sun is going to win. It's all sunshine in spite of the fact that the moon is flipping the card. It's reflecting it back. It cancels each other out. Put the High Priestess there. And then this just says that I'm brilliant for using this to show you the cards of energy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Priestess of the Silver Star. That's me. All right. So this is how you put the energies together, right? You see the flow. The moon reflects back the sun, which has now gone upside down because of the moon. And it's a negative, it's a reverse sun versus the High Priestess. And so it adds fire energy to her, pardon me, yeah, adds fire energy to her magic, making her more powerful. Right? So it's going to feed the energy. This is, if you're looking for the power of the High Priestess, it's going to be magnified by the sun, in spite of the fact that it's upside down because of the moon, right? That's how the aspects go together. Does that make any kind of sense? You guys got any questions?
So far, so good. You've covered everything.
Oh, I haven't even touched anything. Oh my God. Wait until you see this symbology, Chris. The ability for anybody, this is seriously, the major arcana all by itself, this is a whole day's workshop.
Wow.
There are quite a few readers that are professional, only read with the Archmages.
Yeah.
They don't use any other cards.
Well, which is kind of interesting because aside from the Kabbalistic stuff, according to my history, Taroki was invented first, and this came much later. I believe I believe it was Golden Dawn that created this series, and then Crowley perfected it, of course. But
basically that's it. So, and in many ways, a lot of this was also, there is feedback.
Oh.
I'm getting feedback.
I wonder why.
Let me see if it's me.
It might be somebody in the chat.
Yeah. anyways, yeah, there's no more female.
Oh, there you go. It was
The
Christopher's.
idea is that there are different systems. So if you're using Marseille,
Yep.
it's only the majors, and there's some interesting thoughts about how the hats move, and like there's an actual flow that is an infinity sign and a few other things.
Oh yeah.
Thoth has its own version, but basically the Tarot was mixed at one point with the cards that came from the Middle Ages and the how do you call it, the gambling games that came from the Crusades as well. So there were two systems that were melded, along with Le Normand, which was much more predictive, and it became part of how we actually read the cards as well.
Wow.
And Waite put it in a more esoteric system.
Yep.
That Crowley then produced other things, and now we have people that are doing more with that as well.
Yeah, there's some really interesting things coming out.
As well.
Yeah, there's some really, really interesting decks coming out that work with this. Okay, so we're looking at the energies of adjustment, which is the Justice card, which is a fire card, followed by the Chariot, which is a water card. Fire and water make steam, right? So you get Justice and the Chariot. If I saw these two cards together, I'd be looking at somebody trying to figure out their way through a court case or a contract. Feel that? And this is the Chariot coming after the Justice means it's going to slow down. The wheels of justice are going to slow this way. If they came this way, they'd be speeding up. Do you see that? Right? The water coming, the fire card coming out of the water card is going to be faster. You'll have all of these on the other page, on the links when I give it to you. And then you throw in a Hanged Man. What was it? Was the Chariot in the middle, eh? So you get the wheels of justice going on. If I saw these, somebody's going to jail, man. You see this? This is these three cards together. This is somebody going to jail. You ever see these cards? Is somebody going to jail, or they're going to feel like they're going to jail, right? There's a,
Wow.
you see that? There's an element of choice and power to the Chariot in this space that makes it so that there's time created by the space between the slowing down here. The Hanged Man is another water card. So it's just slowing down all the way, getting wetter and wetter. It's just slowing down all the way. So unless something changes, unless something comes in to screw this up, you're going to jail. There's no over this. You feel that? The way the cards aspect with each other is quite fascinating. And it's pretty easy with just a general idea of what the majors themselves mean and their element to figure out the flow of the energy when you're looking at three cards together like that. All right, how much time have I got left? I have only got like 15 minutes left here, you guys. See if I can give you another couple of sets of cards and show you the energies flowing together. Oh, these are cool. So I got the Devil, the Lovers, and I got the Fortune together like this. Okay, the Devil card, ouch. The Devil card is an Earth, right? And again, we're back. This is the control card. It's nice and solid. You're not in control. Somebody else is, but there you are, right? It's nice and solid. It's a nice, slow Earth card. And then we throw in the Lovers. Oh. Crowley has a sick sense of humor. Now that relationship of sadomasochism we were talking about, right there. This is kind of interesting because if I felt this energy together, I think the sadomasochistic relationship, we're looking at bringing a third into play. Do you feel that energy? It's kind of crazy the way they go together. The Lover's card is an air. So when you've got the Devil, in front of it this way, you've got earth going into air. It's getting dustier and drier, right? So things are slowing down, but they're getting a little brittle and chaotic. And then you throw in a Wheel of Fortune, and in spite of the fact that you had the threesome going on, they're going to have a really good time. Right? So the Wheel of Fortune comes in and it throws fire into the mix, and it reheats the whole thing back up again. All right. So this is, if you were going to see a sadomasochistic relationship that we're going to work, this is it. This is crazy, weird stuff out of your control, but coming together to work in your favor in spite of the fact that there are negative connotations to it. Or I should say, because Crowley works with ethical and moral things as non-existent, there's very little judgment except from a root chakra control sort of basis that Crowley works from. So he would not see this as a negative set of cards. He would see this as very neutral to positive, especially with the wheel at this end. All right. The energy of the way that the cards flow into each other. Let me see if I can give you some way of. I'm just gonna have to let them. I can't. Putting the cards together like that to show you energies is a lot more complicated. Oh, YouTube just died. Looks like. Did I just accidentally? Oh no, YouTube's still on. There's still nobody on there, but there it is. All right, another set of cards.
Yeah, video everywhere is choppy. You're not the only one seeing that.
Yeah, it's mostly. Oh my God, look at that! TikTok actually has a good connection. Hi everybody on TikTok. My apologies for the blink, 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 blink that's been going on since we started this, but unfortunately, there we are. All right, so next set. Oh, Justice, the Universe, and the Moon. Okay, so you get the Justice card. Where did my elements go? If you can memorize these, it's better. I just know my cards and I sort of feel them nowadays. So, whoop, get back there. Your Justice card. Oh yeah, of course it is. It's fire. Followed by the Universe, or the World in your deck, which is an Earth. All right. So it's hot and dry, and it's coming down. This is the get out of jail free card. Do you feel that energy, the difference? Where the other card, we were looking at the Hanged Man being the end card. This one there's a huge release, and it is it's being fed by the right thing, justice, right? You get these, somebody's going, am I going to jail in my court case? And they get this, they go, no, you're getting out, you're getting out. And then you follow it with the Moon, which totally reverses the whole thing because you're mirroring it back and you're going to jail. Do you see the spin of energy the second the Moon comes into play? It looks great, you get out of jail, but oopsie, it's not going to work out the way that you think it is, because the Moon is going to bring it right back down. And the Moon itself is the water card, right? So there's fire going into mud, right? Very cool cards. You guys have any questions about how this works? No? All righty, we'll keep going. Da, 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 da. All right. Okay. So we got the Sun, which is a fire card, and then we have the Priestess, which is a water card. So Sun and water, it's getting steamy. This is heating up. All right. This is the magic, happy, joyful thing coming together with the magic seed creation going into the star. This looks like a pregnancy. What do you think, Mary?
Looks good.
Yeah. I don't do pregnancies, but I keep getting them up in the cards sometimes, right? So you getting the the energies going together are going to help you look at them. If you look at the priestess and you see the water card, and then you follow it by the star and you see an air, right? Preceded by the sun, you got nothing but steam. Somebody wants to know if their relationship is going to work out. I don't know how long it's going to work out, but it's going to be hot and steamy. You know what I'm saying? This is, I would put on the really, really red lipstick with these cards. You know what I'm saying?
The red dress.
Yeah, mama with a red dress on. Look at that out, right? Daddy's going to get his wish. You can, this deck is so visceral as to be root chakra. I say this, I don't like reading strangers with these cards because they are so root chakra. These cards have no qualms saying to me that, oh yeah, that lady's been raped, and I really don't like seeing stuff like that. So I use softer decks like my Revelations deck for specifically that reason. All right, let me see. I think this is the last set I can really show you guys these energies with. All right. So then you've got the Lovers. This is an air card followed by the Fool, which we already know is an air card. So the two of these together, this is the Lovers representing a relationship, right? The energies coming together into a single thing, followed by the Fool. This is getting faster. Okay. So if I saw these together, I'd be wondering if there was a relationship breakdown because the Fool is going forward, right? This is moving away from it, and the speed of an air on an air makes it faster than just an air, right? The air and the water are kind of neutral as far as speed go, but this one is going. And then I got the Devil card. This is fun. And this is an earth, right? And so if this were a relationship, it's going to go hot and heavy for a little while, but it's going to turn into something very, very, very controlling. Okay. Somebody's given up their freedom to be in this if this is a relationship. See the way that the Devil aspects against the Fool? All right. So yeah, it's a new relationship, but do you want it? You got to give up control to have it. Pretty cool. So this could be, I could also, here, this is interesting. This could be a new job, right? Sometimes somebody else being in control to give you all your comforts is a good thing. So you can see the energies of, and this would kind of be the new job. This is kind of, there's an aspect of nepotism to the Lovers followed by the Fool, right? So this could be aspected easily. This could be a breakdown. This could also be somebody introducing you to this new situation, right? But the newness is created here by the Fool, by the seed of the relationship. There you go.
Tina.
Yes.
I picked up Death, the Hanged Man, and Empress. What would you do with that?
The Death card. All right, I know. And now, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it cold without even looking at the pictures. Okay. So the Death card is water. What were the other two?
Hanged Man.
The Death goes into the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man.
And Empress.
Death, Hanged Man. So water. And the Empress was earth. Water, earth. So you've got, there's a reversal of fortunes in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to pull these cards so that you guys can see the way. What were they? Empress, Hanged Man,
and Death.
Empress, Hanged Man, Death. Where are you? Empress. The two last cards in the whole pile. Figures. Okay. Oh yeah, total river. In that order, right? Hangman, Empress, Death?
No, Death, Hangman,
right.
Empress.
Oh yeah, total reversal of fortune. Okay, so here, the Death card represents, right, the new wind coming into the sails of whatever is dead going before. The Death card. Again, this is the water. And it flows into the Empress, which is also a water. So they're positive.
Empress is on the other side. The Hangman is in the middle.
Hangman in the middle. Sorry. There we go. All right. Death goes into the Hangman. The Hanged Man is also a water. So there's no change in speed. This is continuing along just as it started. So there's a transformation in progress, and it's continuing in progress until something changes. All right. Yeah, it's positively moving forward, but we're sort of this is sort of a stuck space. Okay. Until somebody figures something out, because this guy's doing some thinking. It's kind of wishy-washy as to which way it's going to go from here. This could reverse and go right back the way it came, or it can go somewhere new. And the Empress pops into play. The Empress brings in Earth energy, and she's going to ground the whole thing down and muddy the waters a little bit. And if I were reading this for somebody, I'm looking at cards that whoever is getting this is not going to like. If they're coming out of a negative situation, they're going into a positive situation. If they are coming out of a positive situation, they're going into a negative situation. It's a complete reversal of fortune. You feel that?
Like the Wheel of Fortune.
Very much so. But this is where the wheel is a choice represented in one card. This is the choice. As soon as I would call this shit or get off the pot. Right? Decide how you want this to go. This is where it's going, and you're stuck. This is just going to muddy the waters. Sometimes I'd see something like, this is a teenage girl who just got pregnant. This is the guy halfway through his degree that discovers that he would rather be an empress. What would be an empress? Rather be a doula than a scientist. For lack of
doctor, as opposed to what do you call it, researcher.
Right. So more caring and nurturing as opposed to, right? So whoever this Hanged Man represents in these cards is in need of self-care, self-nurturing in order to remain sustained in this forward movement that is trying to begin here, right? So I would tell somebody, you got to go home, take care of yourself, because you're going, if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to move forward. But the caring and the nurturing, you take care of the wind in these sails, and is good, nurturing, mothering power. You feel that? Here you go, guys. I am going to, those of you who are signed up for the class, I will email you the link to this document. For those of you guys on TikTok wanting this link, I will create a little video and you can get the link that way. And yeah. Did you want to add anything, Mary?
Oh, I think it's fine.
All righty. My friends, have a date with a river.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, well, I'd say you're welcome to join us, but you would want a wetsuit because that water is freezing cold this time of year.
What is the temperature there today?
Outside, well, right now it's about 80. Oh God, it must be. It's hotter than 80. I don't know.
It's over 27.
Yes,
So that's
31 Celsius here, or 91 degrees.
yeah. We're not quite that hot, Chris, but it is in my apartment.
Muggy.
Yeah, I'm up over
It's
90.
muggy. It's muggy. It's very, very heavy with the weather.
We have about the same weather, I noticed, Tina.
That's interesting. It's probably because our weather streams come up from your place, Christopher. It probably
Yeah, we're
takes a
only-
full day.
And we're only like 400 miles from each other as well. It's not that far.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go jump in the river, soak my head. Thank you guys on TikTok for coming in. And
Take a dip for me.
what's that?
Take a dip for me. I can't swim well.
Absolutely. Thank you guys on YouTube. See you
you.
again. Have a great day, you guys. Thanks
You
for.
take care.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And for those of you on YouTube, no, on TikTok, you're the only one left here. End stream. There you go. And